And that makes this wonderful Valley of the Rocks. Dave says if I find a fossil, he's going to take it off me.
I've learned a word, I'm not afraid to use it. Funicular.
Lots of the buildings were rebuilt though. Ceri, don't go too far over there. I think I just caught Ceri threatening a robin. Oh. Dave, don't laugh. Dave was stood on top of that a minute ago.
And the right to sip tea has been passed. A rose between two thorns at the moment.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Ceri.
And this is Kat.
And this is Dave. And we are Tea in Valhalla. And today we're in Exmoor and we're going to be exploring the famous and very unique Valley of the Rock.
Very exciting. And there's also another little treat in store for you today, isn't there?
There is. We're going to take a trip on the world's steepest, fully watered power funicular railway.
Fantastic. Can't wait for that. And it's Britain's only fully water powered funicular railway.
It is, yeah,
as well.
That's true, yeah.
Very exciting. Lots to see, lots to show you today.
Yeah.
So come on, let's get moving.
It's a beautiful start as well, right next to the sea. Walking along the southwest coast path.
So from where we parked up on the free parking, roadside free parking, just a short bit of road walking now to get us down onto the main sort of track today.
Nice bit of free parking. There's David. Hey!
So we just dropped off the road. Just watch out for a little turn off. And there's a bit of signage now that will lead us along the coast path, the southwest. There's a bit of signage that will lead us along the southwest coast path.
The southwest coast path. Fucker and thuckatash.
But there is also a paying display and lots of other parking available further down the road.
And this is a really interesting little Lynton and the harbour of Lynmouth. Really beautiful, and they're Victorian.
Yep.
And they're sort of a very typical English Victorian fishing town and harbour. It'll be a very interesting walk through there towards the Valley of the Rocks. I'm quite excited for it.
I'm very excited. We'll show you as much as we can along the way today as well. Still working our way down at the moment along this lovely little path. Luckily it just keeps you off the road, but it's already got that very old worldy sort of feel to it. Edging ever closer to being down into Lynmouth, the wonderful little fishing village. Yeah, right next to the sea now. You can hear the tide pulling off the shore. Lovely, really therapeutic. So we're just down in Lynmouth Harbour at the moment, heading towards the lovely sleepy fishing town itself. Beautiful. Tide's quite far out at the moment. You can see all the rocks. Isn't it lovely?
It's absolutely gorgeous, yeah.
And we've got our first sight of the funicular as well, haven't we?
Straight through the gorge, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really is steep. We're not a million miles away from Watersmeet actually. You can actually park up in the middle here and follow the river right the way up to the Watersmeet Cafe.
As beautiful and serene as the whole of Lynton and Lynmouth look, unfortunately it has periodically flooded, and in 1952 had a particularly bad flood where lots of the buildings were destroyed and unfortunately 32 people lost their lives. Very sad. Lots of the buildings were rebuilt though in the original footprints. And this cross down here was placed in to commemorate 50 years of the unfortunate floods that took the lives of these Devonshire people.
The sign up behind us shows you the footpath to Watersmeet. All sorts of things you can visit and see in Lynmouth. You've got the National Park Visitor Centre. There's all kind of pubs, restaurants, pasties, fish and chips, you name it, fudge as well. So Kat's gonna have a work cut out today keeping me out of the fudge shop. Playing the game of follow the cat at the moment. She leads us onwards towards the Valley of the Rocks. As we leave Lynmouth behind us, we're just picking up a little piece of road walking here. quite steep, may I add. Definitely getting the old legs warmed up.
So, after very easily coming up that hill, we're now going to turn off up into Lynton. So another really sweet thing that adds to the uniqueness to this area is that feral goats have lived here within this valley for hundreds of years. The herd they've got now were reintroduced in about 1970s, but they're of the same ilk. And they're completely feral now. I think a herdsman obviously comes to see them if there's anything wrong, but in all they are feral. Look at these views, Ceri.
Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
So I don't think I've mentioned it, but we're looking over the Bristol Channel. So over there is Wales. In fact, I think that's Swansea. Did you say that's Swansea over there?
Yeah, Swansea.
So Swansea, Port Talbot would be over here. Beautiful.
Actually, that's the steelworks, isn't it? So that's Port Talbot.
It's dead ahead. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just see in the distance buildings. That's the steelworks of Port Talbot. What a beautiful path to follow. Look at this. Ideal.
Come across a little junction back down there on the path we're following around, and we've taken the left-hand turn off kind of up into what we're hoping is the Valley of the Rock, and then maybe we can loop back round and down to that junction later on. Spectacular. Lots of benches and little seating spots along the way as well, offering you amazing views back out across the Bristol Channel along the southwest coast path. Great bit of scrambling here up and along the top of these rocks. Nice bit of added peril to today's walk. Yeah, really feels spectacular that you're king of the world, you know. Wow, what a walk. What a piece of the coastline as well. You say you could drop down, I think, and avoid this if you didn't fancy it. It is making me feel a little bit nervous in places. Cat's just keeping me away from any of the more exposed edges. Absolutely spectacular. I think Dave's having a little climb at the moment. Dave's trying to have a little look whether we can scramble up some of these rock faces. I'm thinking more tea and a sandwich shortly. I mean, what a spectacular place to stop, soak it all in.
I think it's ideal for a sandwich and a tea, isn't it, Ceri?
I think so. Taking a quick vote, and the right to sip tea has been passed.
Up there. Ooh. Put the foot on there.
Oh, did
Shall
you?
I hold that?
Yeah, go on. That bit?
Yes.
Oh! So this magnificent U-shaped valley here, which is now dry, there's a couple of explanations for it. One, and the most agreed upon, is that during the Ice Age, where the River Lynn is now was blocked with an ice cap, and it's meant the water couldn't flow where it does now. So it flowed through this valley and into the sea, but as the ice melted, it took its natural course back through Lynmouth. So it's believed that the valley is left from that period in time when the water had carved it out and then dried up. And that makes this wonderful Valley of the Rocks. It's all made of sandstone, mudstone, slates. So this whole area has got a lot of fossils, lots and lots of fossils. The most common are brachiopods, just because of the era that this was laid down. So a lot of people will come here just to get fossils. I'm gonna undo a little fossil hunt whilst Ceri has a cup of tea. So brachiopods are pretty obvious because they're normally just two pieces of shell, asymmetrical, and they're deep water critters. It should be pretty obvious if we find signs of them. There's also trace fossils. Dave says if I find the fossil, he's going to take it off me. Very nice, is it? These rocks are known as the Lynton Formation. So it's all mudstones, sandstones, slates. You can really see that as well, look. Where it breaks away, where the sandstone is really gentle. It just sort of breaks away, you can feel it in your hands. And then you've got the slate, which is like a compressed mudstone. And then the mudstone, which is the more gooey stuff. The stuff that sort of feels limey almost and falls apart. And that's why it's got so many fossils in. So we'll keep looking for it.
Just working our way along this ridge at the moment, just not long finished our tea stop. You see the big pile of rocks over there, now known as tea rocks.
Absolutely incredible. It's so weird, this ridge, it almost looks like it was cut off, which technically it was, but it's just a really, it's so strange to see it now because it's a dry valley.
Yeah, it was very unusual, spectacular.
It is genuinely unique, isn't it? I don't know any other place in Britain that's quite the same. Just to be next to a dry valley and the sea, well, the channel, the Bristol Channel.
Onwards.
Onwards. Keep looking for fossils.
Dave just spotted this behind one of the rocks.
And he shouted to us, he said, big hole there. Goes all the way down, look at that.
Wow.
Goodness.
You're gonna go on that one?
It's just collapsed in a bit. Look at that. So this is all signs, look guys, this is like signs of a bottom of a gentle seashore. Can you see that?
Yeah, the ripples in that one.
Yeah, so keep your eyes open because I'm still looking for them fossils. I've seen quite a few trace fossils. That's not what I want, guys. Bit of a photo op. Ceri, what about me? I'm on the thing as well.
A rose between two thorns at the moment.
Ah, and this is where I'm stood. Look at this. Looking over this utter beauty. Wow. So incredible. What a surreal place. Oh, I love it.
So just working our way down the scree slope now as we're hoping to join up and go up to see more of the valley over the rocks here.
Sorry, I know you're talking, but look, you see trace fossils there, you can see that.
Cat's still on full fossil finding mode. Just at the bottom of the screen now, Cat's come down with probably her best example of a trace fossil that she's found.
There it is. It's left a burrow that's been filled in, so it's gentle seas, so it's not being destroyed. It's been slowly filled in. And then it remains because it's been so slowly and gently filled in.
That's cool.
Trace fossil.
We're now heading towards the this big pinnacle in front of us.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow, isn't that great?
Oh, Dave's got himself a little friendly robin. I think he's after Dave's deep fried broad beans. He's out of luck if he thinks he's getting any food off me. That robin needs to know Ceri doesn't share food.
I think I just caught Ceri threatening a robin.
You say you're going to go stand on the end of that one, Dave?
Ceri, stop telling him to do dangerous things.
Sorry, Dave. but we need the peril and danger for the videos and the likes and the views.
I'm coming, Dab.
Yeah. The other way would be better for me, do you think?
It's
No.
only literally this bit here, mate.
You'll be fine.
Go round that stone there, okay, and come round this way.
That's it, come round. There we go. Well done, love. If you hold that for me a second.
It's just that little bit there, and that's it. You're back on the big.
The caves.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Look at this by the way.
Oh my God. It's beautiful. Oh, Dave. Ceri's the most arty photo in the world round here. You'll love it.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
That's nice.
Like a natural photo frame there. Beautiful.
Look at the folly or castle up on top there, look. Other side of the ridge. Look at the rugged beauty.
Can I go around and have a look?
Incredible. This area has had many poems dedicated to it. Even William Wordsworth came here and was inspired to write a series of poems, but unfortunately never finished them. I forced David into a dangerous situation.
We've been given instructions by the artistic director today to get over here. So Dave and I are both en route. Kat is calling the shots for today's cinematography.
Oh, if Gemma's listening, I didn't. It was his idea. Very good. I'm guessing he doesn't know how big that drop is.
So yeah, we're just going to grab a cup of tea somewhere, taking these amazing views, and then we're going to take you off towards the funicular, and we'll have a little ride back down into Lynmouth on that.
It's the Lynmouth and Lynton Railway.
The world's steepest water-powered funicular.
That's it, and it's the Britain's only fully water-powered funicular. And it's very cool.
Yeah, it
so
looked amazing.
It's completely renewable, way before its time because it's Victorian.
Yeah, they were clever blighters, weren't they?
Yeah.
Those Victorians, they were very clever.
So
This is spectacular, isn't it?
beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, I was saying earlier how many poets
Yeah.
and writers, and Lorna Doone, if anyone's ever
Yeah.
familiar with Lorna Doone, this area here is actually described within the book.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
I think I can see what looks like 3 distinctive mountains, and then beyond them maybe Penavan and more of the Brecon Beacons.
Yeah, that's Penavan there.
Yeah, you can see right over to the Brecon
well, that's
Beacons.
good. We couldn't see that this morning, it must have been a bit mistier.
Bit of clouds,
but
yeah.
now I can see it.
Fantastic.
It's got a one of those strange sort of
Distinctive, recognisable silhouettes.
yeah.
So we're back down at the junction now. Kat spotted a little nook down behind us over here. We're going to go and have a cup of tea and sit down, taking this amazing view today. All the details for today's walk will be down in the description, so don't forget to give that a little look. If you find anything useful down there, click that thumbs up, let Kat know if it's helpful or not. And we've got some special mugs we're going to use today actually, so let's get the tea and biscuits out. Get the bags. Skål.
Skål.
from our Vagabond Turtle mugs.
I love them.
Aren't they
Thank you so
sweet?
much. We were the winners of these mugs that were sent to us by Vagabond Turtle, and we love them. So thank you very much.
If you haven't
Proper
already,
enamelled.
yeah, proper enamel camping outdoor mugs. If you haven't already, please go check out their channel.
Yeah. And I think they've got a little store now as well where
yes.
you could purchase one yourself, but we got these for free.
So after all the excitement of the rock hopping, scrambling, climbing and Valley of the Rocks, we're just picking up this lovely part of the southwest coast path now, just leading us back around to where we started today's walk.
So we were up there earlier, up on that cliff, and I love the way that its shadow falls into the water. Isn't that nice?
Casting like a
pyramid.
It is like a triangular
pyramid
into the water. Yeah, could be Atlantis down there.
Oh, poo!
Oh!
Sorry, it was poo.
Can't try pushing me off the edge.
No, I didn't.
I got it on camera.
No.
You guys all saw it.
You screamed. You overdid it.
It's their life insurance. So we've just looped back round. We're at the gate we brought you through earlier today, the Goat Gate.
Goatee Gate.
What are we heading towards now?
We're going back now to the Lynmouth and Lynton Railway.
So we're just coming through the heart of Lynton at the moment. There's a beautiful little village.
Look at that beautiful church.
Great church, ornate buildings, lots of lovely little shops. Kat said earlier about it being an old Victorian sort of fishing town.
Yeah, in its heyday.
Yeah.
Obviously it may have existed in different guises, but its heyday was the Victorian era.
And you can really feel that now coming through
It's
it.
beautiful.
And we're just taking you towards the Cliff Railway now, the Lynton and Lynmouth Cliff Railway.
Oh, you never looked so sweet. Oh. Don't laugh. Oh.
Just at the top of the cliff top rail, we're now waiting for the funicular to come back up. It runs on the balance principle, so there's water loaded and it adjusts itself depending on the weight of the people getting on to the carts. It's quite a spectacular view down here. Kat's gone back down to try and catch a shot of us as we come down. Okay, so I've managed to make it outside here on the funicular. Kat's down there on the bridge waiting down the middle. And the funicular is currently just adjusting its weight by ejecting the water depending on the load of obviously how many people get on. Dave's back here as well. And that was the Cliff Top Cafe over that side. Souvenirs, coffees, cakes and all sorts. So we head back down into Lynmouth now.
Oh, look now, you can just see the cables moving. This is done through weighting and balance. It's a perfect balance.
And we're off. How many trips a day do you make?
Well, it's about 150 maybe.
Wow, okay. 150 trips a day up and down.
There's water held in the bottom of these. And it's slowly released to allow a balance with the cart down below. Fully done with cables. its twin carts coming up.
So my colleague in the class.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you. That was really cool. An interesting little piece of history. So we just found this really cool statue, which is actually the end point of the Two Moors Way here in Lynmouth. And there's a really nice little sign on the wall here which indicates the route of the Two Moors Way, and obviously the Southwest Coast Path as well, and the Tarka Trail and the Coleridge Way. This is all Dartmoor for people who are not too familiar with it. Yeah. And this is obviously Exmoor where we are now. And we would like to do the Two Moors Way one day, so you never know. We may meet this gentleman again and he may well get a handshake. So let's have a little look at this a minute. Look at these boats coming in. Lovely, isn't it? The beacon currently in use by Mr. Raven or Crow, I think. A little walk out on this pier here as the boat's coming around us. And the gulls sound off. Proper little harbour. Proper little harbour, isn't it? Yeah. It's nice. Right, we're going to head back off now. We're going to pick up a bit of the, Kat says the river, one of the rivers. Yes, East Lynn. We're going to walk a little bit around the East Lynn. Into that lovely old forestry area, yeah, and then up nice beautiful hill, lots of lovely bracken and fantastic, all the rest of it, just for a little bit of something different before we reach the car. So let's go. So keeping the river on our right, we're working our way now into the woodlands. Lots of little holiday cottages and things behind us, bed and breakfast hotels. What a place to stop and establish a hiking HQ from. So we're just picking up the Sparrows Walk trail now as we come away from East Lynn and start to work our way back up now towards the car. Wow, zigzagging our way around. Whew. Trying to catch Dave and Kat. It's a real pull up this hill, mind, isn't it? It is. It's a bit of a mountainous path. Bloody hell, Dave's off. Dave is gone. Bloody hell, Dave. We're still pulling up the Sparrow Walk path and we've got this lovely massive old mushroom, look. Recently we've had a lot of rain. So it was extremely dry for quite a while and then we've had a huge amount of rain. Good conditions, isn't it? Which brings out all the mushrooms. It's safe enough, dry enough at the moment to save up from the slugs and snails. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Finally reached a junction. We're now heading off towards Lynmouth, following the sign to Beacon Top that way. Everyone is pooping, apart from Dave.
No, I am pooping.
Dave is absolutely fine. Dave quite wisely took his fleece off. I've half baked myself and refused out of stubbornness to take mine off. Like a fool! It lied to me. It said it had finished. So we thought we'd done the worst of it. There's still a steep old pull up here towards Beacon's Top, but we're at least getting views back down over Lynmouth now and everywhere that we've been this morning. What a view over Lynmouth and Lynton. There's no way you're not thinking. Pay your toll. We finally made it to the top of the climb. We think this might be the top of Beacon Hill, which is where we're going to call time on today's adventure. We can see the car where we parked over in the layby just behind us. We've got the beautiful coast here. It's been a great day. We really enjoyed the Valley of the Rocks and riding on the funicular. It was so cool, wasn't it? Wasn't it brilliant? Yeah. You enjoyed yourself, Dave?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget, give us a little thumbs up,
Ding dong.
tickle that like button. If you've got any questions for us, drop us a little comment down below. I've been having a look at those statistics. It turns out you haven't subscribed. Somebody out there hasn't subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification so you know when we upload new videos.
Ding, 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 dong.
Until next time, stay safe and well.
And keep enjoying those green spaces. Take care.
Bye everyone.
Bye.